gunshots cracked through the afternoon air on the bustling streets of Northfield, Minnesota. It was 2 p.m. on a sunny Thursday, September 7th, 1876, and chaos had just erupted. The James Younger gang, including the infamous Jesse James, had come to rob the First National Bank. They were hardened outlaws, ex-Confederate guerrillas who'd robbed trains, stagecoaches, and banks, always one step ahead of the law. Their plan was calculated: create a diversion, storm the bank, grab the cash, and vanish. Inside the bank, Frank James, Charlie Pitts, and Bob Younger leap over the counter. "Open the safe," they bark at acting cashier Joseph Lee Haywood. Haywood doesn't flinch. "It's on a time lock," he says calmly. "Even I can't open it." But it's a lie. The safe isn't locked at all, but it appears secure, and Haywood knows this. When Haywood resisted, even with a gun pressed to his head, they pistol-whipped him and cut his neck. But he wouldn't give in. Outside the bank, hardware merchant J.S. Allen spots the gang's suspicious moves and bolts down the street, shouting, "Get your guns, boys! They're robbing the bank!" The alarm rang out. The outlaws fire wildly, bullets cracking the air, forcing townsfolk to scatter, thinking this quiet mill town would bend to their will. But Northfield isn't cowering. They were arming themselves. The robbers didn't realize it yet, but they had walked into a trap of their own making. This was supposed to be just another job for the notorious James Younger gang. But Northfield was different. From windows and doorways, citizens grab rifles, shotguns, and even rocks. A 19-year-old medical student, Henry Wheeler, snatches a .50 caliber carbine from the Dampier Hotel. From an upstairs window, he takes aim and fires. The street erupts into a battlefield. Wheeler's shot drops Clell Miller dead. Hardware owner A.R. Manning unloads his Remington repeater, killing Bill Chadwell and wounding Cole Younger. Bob Younger, hit in the elbow, stumbles for cover, blood streaming. Back inside the bank, Haywood still refused to open the vault. In a final act of fury, one of the robbers, possibly Frank James, shot him in the head as they fled, killing him. Haywood died a hero, protecting $15,000 that never left the vault. The gang fled, bullets and rocks chasing them out of town. They escaped with just $26.70 in loose change and left behind 2 dead comrades. The outlaws galloped southwest, wounded and desperate. For 2 weeks, posses chased the gang across 400 miles. Near Madelia, the Younger brothers, Cole, Jim, and Bob, alongside Charlie Pitts, are cornered in Hanska Slough. A fierce gunfight leaves Pitts dead. The Youngers, bloodied and broken, surrender. Cole was severely wounded and shot multiple times. Bob, wounded in the elbow, would later die in prison of tuberculosis in 1889. Jesse and Frank James slip away, but the gang is shattered. It was a botched heist, a bloodbath, and the last job the James Younger gang would ever ride together.